Corey and Victor are out. Mama Day got in Polly's face. And I loved Corey's dog pillow. Big Brother is next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hi, you guys.
Hey.
It's us again.
Ooh, another man bites the dust.
Yes. Hi, welcome to the Big Brother After Show for season 18. I'm one of your hosts, James Lott Jr., and the lady of the house
Is Lauren LoGrasso. I am a big lady. Here I am. Welcome.
And you can follow her at Lauren LoGrasso and me at James Lott Jr. We make it simple for folks.
Woo!
We make it simple. We make it simple, you guys.
Keeping it simple, keeping it fresh, keeping it hot here every single day at AFTERBUZZ TV.
So yes, we're a little late, folks. I saw you guys in there. I'm sorry. We're here.
Fashionably late.
Fashionably late. We like to make an entrance, both of us. So we're here. Okay, you guys. So it was a really interesting week because they had the new day of Wednesday night was like another eviction night and everything. We had 2 evictions go home. Victor went home for a third time.
Poor Victor.
I was actually kind of rooting for him.
Me too.
I really was. And we saw the jury house, and we got to talk about that, of course. And it's like once again this week we do something different. I want to start with the jury house. I just want to talk about that first.
Okay, explosions.
And then because we know who went home. Obviously, it was Victor and Cody.
I'm gonna see if I can pull up my Twitter. I wrote some things.
Yes, it was complete. It just oh my god, it's down to the wire, you guys. And so they show people coming into the jury house, and apparently the tension is hot. Apparently, like it's still going on. And I guess Sakia is completely with Pauly again.
Really?
They separated. Yeah. He's with Pauly, and she was saying Day and Bridget were hanging out, and Michelle in the middle.
You know, who needs monkey in the middle when you got Michelle in the middle?
I know, it's like Big Meech is hanging out apparently. I mean, I wish, I agree with you guys. I wish they had an all jury house show too. I would love to see that.
Oh my God. No, we've said that before.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be fascinating. This season especially, and
yes.
Julie said it's the most explosive jury house ever.
I think so. I remember seeing anybody. I mean, seriously, they're getting into fights. I mean, I don't know if you guys. I didn't hear what Pauly actually said today.
So if you heard, let us know.
Let us know if you heard what he said about her daughter or something, or just mention her. I'm a father, and I first say don't mention my children. Do not mention my children. I would leave them out. You can talk about me all you want to, but leave them. They're not part of this game. So I don't know what he said that was snarky or whatever. I was with her on that one. I can see why she got upset about that. So I was like, no, kids, we do not do that. You leave it alone. So
I can see why she got upset. I think she took it a little too far.
And she made it. She made it.
Yeah, but my God, I've never heard those kind of sounds come out of a person.
She was pissed.
And then when she stood up, it was really scary because her dress basically went over his head, and I was like, oh my God. I felt like it was vagina grazing time. It was really scary.
I know. I'm just like, wow. It was just she was on top of him, but he didn't hit her. He didn't stand up. He didn't do. I mean,
Thank God.
Yes, he didn't call her any names.
I know. Well, I told you before the show, I thought it was going to get racial, or that he was going to call her the C word.
Oh, okay, yeah, I had a feeling like that.
So,
I say good example for your daughter. You say good example for your daughter.
Yeah, that's what I said. I thought you might have said
that. Yeah. So I guess in the heat of the moment, she just got heated because again, She got lit. I'm using the word correctly. I'm old. But but again, yeah, you guys agree. I just would say, kids, just leave them out of it. Don't mention my children, our parents or whatever. Just like attack me.
Yeah.
And I'll handle it.
Well, that's probably why he did it though, because he knew that would get to her more deeply than if he's just said, "Oh, you're acting crazy."
Which makes you think about him. Like, that's not what kind of person is that?
Bad.
But who goes that direction? Because you're probably right. It goes, that's a button I know I can push with her. And he just
a small person. And he is small, both in stature and in humanity.
Yes.
So I was literally screaming at the television when it happened. My boyfriend walked in the door and he thought I was like in trouble. But I wrote on my Twitter, I just laughed and screamed at the jury footage. Oh my gosh, that was scary and exhilarating. WTF. And I was like, oh, no.
Yes,
no.
I know.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it was an explosive moment of television.
Yeah, it was. And I said a long time, I don't think I've seen any jury house that was like that. Where it was 2 guys, it went to blows probably.
Probably.
They had a producer come in. The producers came in. They
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I was like, oh, good for them getting a little
I was
screen
like,
time.
who's that with the beard? With the beard? What's going on there? I was like,
And then there's a guy in the kitchen. I was proud of them. They're really stepping out.
I'm like, so it was just really interesting. I just want to start off with that because it was just very interesting that the jury house is very volatile. So when it comes to jury time, it'll be very interesting to see how they.
It's hard for them to do their little fake intros
know.
because you can tell how much tension there is. Because usually that's all the jury house is. You're going in, you're seeing their fake intros, and that's it.
Yeah.
But it's hard for them to even get through those.
I know. They're having a hard time. But I will say it was funny to watch all of them look at Victor and go, oh no. They all kind of collectively
Because
gave
they
him
liked
nods.
him.
He worked hard. He did work hard. He did. He was his own downfall, of course, and the luck of the draw, which this is why I love the show. It's just the luck of the draw sometimes. Like Corey said, you're on top 1 minute, and the next minute.
And it was his honesty and his loyalty, because you can't be loyal. I really don't think you can be that loyal on this show.
You can't, can
And
you?
I think that people's downfall is thinking, oh, you stabbed me in the back. I'm like, well, that's a game.
Yeah.
You know, it sucks, but you got to go in knowing that. And and if that's something you're not okay with, then I don't know that you're fit to play this game.
I agree.
And it's a fine line. It's a fine line between being a trustworthy person and having your head in the game. It's like, are you a bad person or are you a good person? You have to live somewhere in the middle in the Big Brother house.
It's funny you say it because it's kind of what they were talking about on the show. They were saying, okay, well, you know, I had a Final Four with them. Well, I had a Final Four with them. Everybody had like these ideas of who they were aligned with, and it got turned.
Yeah.
But on some level, someone would have been turned. I mean, it would have happened. So few of them left.
Right.
I mean, it would have been James and somebody, or I mean, like it's kind of again luck of the draw. It's like you kind of had to make a big move. He had to make a big move. How are they going to win against Victor or Paul together? I mean, if it was like three of them or two, I mean, it's going to be hard.
I don't think many people could have won against Victor.
I don't think so either.
I mean, he didn't. It would depend on the competition. It just depends on the competition because he did not do well in that comic book one.
Yes, he did. He didn't, which I was shocked.
Yeah.
Usually he's a beast when it comes to like, okay, come on. I love memory ones. I love the memory competition.
I always
so much.
love this competition because it's so fun to see the cartoons.
Yeah,
I wish we got to see each individual cartoon for longer.
I want you guys know, do they have those pictures, like actual pictures like on CBS.com or anything? If they have them on there, I would like to actually look at them.
I'm sure at the very least a fan has gone through and screen.
Yeah, somebody's like, Katie here says that she loves my laugh and that your jokes give her life.
Oh, wow. Well, you
you.
give me life.
Yes, that's why we're here.
We love you. Thank you all for being so supportive. And, you know, this show is just a good time. It makes me feel good, and it makes me feel good to be able to talk with people who get it and who enjoy it the way we do.
I agree too. And even the folks who don't agree with us and get all sassy, we still love it anyway. It's all part of the big game of Big Brother, and we love that. And we feel like we're part of the Big Brother universe of some level. We are.
Exactly.
Of the universe. But yeah, I was shocked that Victor didn't pull it out, but Paul pulled it out this week, and he worked it out. I mean, these are two powerhouse performers who really, when it comes down to it, they dig in. I mean, because I was thinking, wow, what if Victor goes off, then Paul will go home? And you know me, I've been a Paul supporter from the very beginning. I don't want anything to happen to Paul. I've been a fan from the beginning.
There's some interesting things that I read online this past week.
Tell us.
Well, maybe you read this too. I think someone tweeted it at us or they wrote it in the comment section last week, but they said that apparently James and Nicole have a final 2 deal.
Yeah, somebody. I think I saw it on. I think it was in the comments or so. Yeah, he said something to us. Do you guys know anything about that? They apparently beforehand they had a deal.
But Johnny was saying that you're literally not allowed to split the money.
That's what I figured too. That's what I heard also.
So what I said is, if you won and we had a final 2 deal and we said we'd split, what I would do is just make you buy me $250,000 worth of things and then return them all.
yeah. At Nordstrom.
Yeah. Wherever.
Yeah, wherever.
Whoever has the best return policy will give me cash.
Yes, you can. Hi, we're waiting for your cast, Mr. LoGrasso. Maybe a few months, we'll get your cast together.
Pay up, buddy. Pay up, Nordstrom Rack.
But that's what because I had heard, well, you know, there were a couple of seasons where there were a couple of couples at the end and one won. So I don't know if, because they're a couple, by default they get to keep it.
But, I'll marry whoever I have to. I don't care.
You have the money. I'd marry somebody to get the money. But I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, you guys, there's always things are out there, I guess. But it doesn't matter. Nicole is not even there anymore. So, and James is still.
What?
Not Nicole. Yeah, I'm thinking, what's your name? Yeah, Nicole and James are still together. Sorry, give me a second. They're still together. And I don't know if they have. I mean, I don't know. They're both vets. I mean, I don't know if they have a deal together. I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know. How would they have known each other prior to this? Maybe they
at a function, maybe a fan function or a fan function. I guess. I mean, I don't know how they. That is why Corey got voted out. That's what they think. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this game does bring up all kinds of theories, and some are true, and some obviously aren't. I don't know.
I think Corey was Nicole is sneakily good.
She is, and they said that it in like the dress. They're like, Nicole's working it out. Even Dave was like, okay, I'll give it to Nicole. She's still in it.
Yeah,
she's still there.
I think Nicole definitely has Dave's vote.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I think she does exactly.
She respects her.
Because now, so we have. It's gonna be interesting who's gonna. Because I said watching the jury house and watching them applaud Victor and feel bad for Natalie. It was interesting to see where their loyalties are starting to go a little bit because we don't really know exactly who they're going to vote for.
Right.
I don't think there's anybody that's really definitive unless like Victor's going to vote for Paul if he's in the final two for sure.
Yeah.
But everybody else is kind of getting who they're going to vote for.
Well, yeah, there's a couple of dead giveaways. Victor, Paul.
Yeah.
Natalie, James.
Oh yeah, Natalie James. Yeah.
Corey, Nicole.
Producers made Nicole and James tell the house there is no deal.
Made them.
Yeah, made them. Said supposedly James said on the fees that he would pay Nicole $10,000 to take him to the finals. Actually, I can believe that. Actually, like you make a deal, but $10,000 is not half the money. I mean, it's just a $10,000. So it means final two meaning take me. Well, don't you get money for being final two anyway? You get money. You get like
50 grand.
Yeah, 50 grand. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I mean, it's kind of crazy. You know, James
has been acting weird. Like when he said, "Give me the $5,000 and I'll throw that super crucial HOH."
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly have not liked him this season.
He just feels like he's not really playing. Like he's just like, I'm here to hang out for the summer. Mm-hmm. And then hopefully I'll make because I think the America's First is gonna be Victor. That's gonna be my prediction. I'm doing the prediction right now. I think America's favorite is gonna be Victor.
I would vote for him.
At first, I thought maybe James possibly would get it again, but I'm like, no. I think Victor showed people exactly that he's a hard player. And even though he called them out in the house, he called Corey and Nicole out, and he was like, "You put me up, okay?" I was like, if I don't go home,
yeah, that was really dumb.
That was something. And Paul was like, "Okay, go ahead, be mad. Go ahead, and be mad." Mm-hmm.
But I did think it was really sweet that Paul was like, I'm not going to be like all the other people in this house who said they wouldn't campaign against their best friend. I'm actually not going to do it. I mean, I don't know if that was the best move. I think it turned out to work out fine for him because he's still there, obviously. But I respected that. Those two had a really authentic love for each other.
Yes, I think so, yes.
Yeah.
It's just really funny. This show is twin strands, and someone was saying it here, twin strands of social game and then just strategy. Mm-hmm. It's two different
strength
at the same, well, maybe triple strands, but like it's all leading. You can't just do one and make it, and one can. You have to kind of do it all.
You have to be a triple threat in this house. Yeah, you do. You have to tap dance.
This season, I really thought about that. I was like, oh, you have to really kind of work this out because you can be social, which can be against you sometimes, but you also have to be strong in the competition.
But you can't just be social. You have to be smart and strategic in your social game. Like Paul. Paul has been a brilliant and beautiful example. I don't think I understood social game until I saw Paul play.
Okay, yeah.
Because the couple things that he did, one was cozying up to Nicole and Corey so that, who was in power? Natalie and James?
Yeah.
So that Natalie and James would want to vote out Nicole and Corey so that they'd keep Victor in the house.
Yeah.
Thought that was really brilliant.
Yeah.
And there's one other thing he did that I'm not remembering right now, but those kind of moves were just so crafty and so well plotted out without hurting anyone, but just using his natural social abilities to kind of sway the house. I thought that was really brilliant.
Well, Paul, I tell you guys in the beginning, everybody was like, oh my God, he won't shut up. He's too hard. He's playing too hard. And he turned his game around. He completely found a way. I mean, I just wonder what it must be like when if you're a fan of the game, like we've all watched it for how many years, you get in the house. Are you excited? Are you get excitable? You just I want to play. I want to play. I mean, I wonder if that happens to some people. They get really excited in the beginning, and then you mellow. After a while, you start to mellow out because you're in the house and you've been there. You survived.
I don't think Paul really mellowed out. I think we just understood him more.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At first, when I saw him, I thought he was obnoxious and annoying, and then once I started to understand who he was and where it was coming from and what he could do with it, it was I liked him.
Interesting. Okay.
And he was playing well.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually the way they look at things. So on Sunday, basically, it was the HOH was still going on. It's the butter competition. I was like, we talked about last week, we should do the big one or the small one. But Paul was doing well. He was sliding down on his butt to get there. And I was like, that's kind of smart.
It's really smart.
So what if it hurts if you fall? I mean,
I'm sure.
They had stuff, I guess, kind of some padding, but I mean, it was just kind of like, wouldn't it hurt?
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. I mean, it never feels good to fall on your ass. Believe me, I've done it a million times.
And so then Corey won that one. Again, Corey showed up again and won a competition. I was saying in the opening that I loved his dog pillow. It was a pillow. He had his picture of his dogs were sewed in the pillow.
Oh, okay.
He had a picture of his dog, and they're like, it's a selfie with his dog. I'm like, what's wrong? I want my dog Scrabble. What's wrong with that? I love my dog.
Your dog's name is Scrabble?
Scrabble, like the game.
Aww.
Little Chihuahua.
That's really cute for a dog.
Exactly, and for a Chihuahua, because they always name him Taco and Paco. And so I was like, no, I wanted to give it a name.
Racist.
Yeah, exactly. So he's a Mexican dog, but we named him Scrabble, like the game.
He's intelligent.
He's too smart for his own good. But
Get into trouble.
He's always into trouble. I'll tell you that. He's never sorry. We name all the games. It's a monopoly of my love. No. But no, I was like, I love the pictures of him and his dogs. That was his thing because he has nothing else going on, I guess.
Yep. He loves his dogs. Guess he doesn't love Nicole that much because, when he sat with Julie, major shade in my opinion. Did you believe what he said?
Yeah, I know. You guys believe what he said? You couldn't believe it? See, Corey, I was never a fan of Corey. I was never a fan of him anyway.
He always was just weird and kind of a waste of space.
Yeah.
But I couldn't believe the way he was like, oh, we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see her again. Maybe
he was not committed at all. He wasn't even like halfway committed. Like, well, that was inside the house, but I do care about. Like, he didn't say any of that.
No, he's like, yeah, well, maybe not.
He's not into her.
He's not gonna see her again.
Not gonna see her again. He's moving on. But he liked T Swift. He was very excited to have T Swift's album. 1989. I was like, okay. Anyway, so yeah.
You mean when he was in the
HOH? Yeah, it's kind of funny. But apparently, they went back in time. They showed that James and Nicole had a big fight before the eviction, of course, and she was upset because he felt like he threw her under a bus and just all this stuff. And I don't know. It's like James is funny because he was walking around like he misses her.
Oh, you mean James and Natalie?
Yeah, I can say Nicole, Natalie, and Natalie. I can those two names, Natalie. And James is funny because people keep saying. He doesn't talk about his kids at all, his daughter at all. He doesn't really show any emotion. So I feel like he's hanging out. It's like this whole season, I feel like he's just hanging out.
Yep.
Don't you want to win money? I mean,
I think he's a complete snooze fest.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like, yes, on the fees, he said he doesn't want to be with her. Run, Corey, run.
Run, Corey, run, Corey. Run, Corey, run.
Yeah, I see you, Jay, in there. I don't agree with your comment, so that's why I didn't comment. I mean, I think that Jay had a right to get upset. She got upset a little too much, but she admitted she went a little too far. But
yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm a parent.
That's Jay's downfall. She needs to learn how to rein in her passion and her anger and channel it toward a better outlet.
Exactly. She gets a little too. That's why she's not as good player as she could be.
Yeah, and I bet you that's how her life is too. Like the thing that we start to realize as we were just talking about this, like one pattern in one area, like your big brother pattern is probably your pattern in your life as well.
I agree. I totally agree.
That's good. Hopefully she learns a lesson from this and takes it to Inglewood.
Yeah. And I live in Inglewood, so I'll see her.
See you there.
See you there, girl.
She can report live on whether or not it's working.
Meet me at the forum, and I'll report live in Inglewood at the forum.
I think I'm going there tomorrow.
What are you going to see?
Mike Posner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
I think
Demi
I'll
Lovato.
be in Ibiza. Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, he's good. Besides that song's like his big club hit, but he actually has great songs.
Well,
before
no,
that.
like he has a stripped down version of that. Sorry to get off track, but it's truly a lovely album. I highly recommend it.
I agree.
At Night Alone. Check it out.
I agree. So before we go a little further, I have to do a little business here at AfterBuzz TV. We get sponsors who help us continue to bring you the great programming like Big Brother 18 After Show for you guys every week. That Salone and I can sit here and talk to you guys, talk to each other.
No, just so we can sit here.
Yes, exactly. Just so we can sit here, just like whatever. Talk about Kwanzaa cakes. We missed our Johnny Manganiello. So, okay, before I do the Jaffrey, because I can do whatever I want. We're going to do, next week is the finale. So next Friday, we will be here next Friday, and Grant Rudder's coming back. Johnny should be here. Hopefully Johnny's going to be here, right? Next Friday?
God willing.
We'll
see if we see Honey Buns.
Honey Buns. He'll be back, and Matthew and Payne may come back. So we have a nice full panel to celebrate the finale. I think I'll bring some champagne.
We'll have a full panel and a full heart.
And a full heart. The end of our season. So I just want to make sure that's next week. So At Night Alone, Lauren, Kate says. And it's called At Night.
Night Alone. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, that's the name of his album.
Okay. Okay, so DraftKings.com. Football season is here, as we all know. I'm a Steelers fan, and they're here, and they play this Sunday at 10, my time.
Still your heart.
I love it. They Steelers my heart. They love it. I love it. On the Iron City, I love it, in Pittsburgh. So it's here. So there's a fantasy. If you like play fantasy football, DraftKings.com is part of this whole thing where you can win $100,000. in this free week one contest. So DraftKings is hosting a free contest this weekend. So starting today's the 16th, 17th, and 18th. $100,000 in total prizes up for grabs. DraftKings.com is the destination for this 1 week fantasy. I know, the 1 week fantasy football. So this is the whole thing. You don't have to do a whole season long commitment. You just do it 1 week at a time. Most fantasy football leagues, you have to do the whole season. And then you get money based on what your point spread is on that. This one's just 1 week. You play whatever you want with the players you want. Just pick a contest, draft your players, and follow your team live. Renew old rivalries with friends, prove that you're superior, of course. Or try the 50-50 contest, too, where the top half of all the entries wins cash. I can always use cash. I love some cash.
Cold hard cash.
Yes, I love cash. I love some cash.
I could love it.
DraftKings even has contests exclusively. I love that. Exclusively for beginners. So even if you're new at this, I never played fantasy football. I know what it's all about, but I've never played it. I've never really played it.
Play.
You could play.
All right.
So there's something there. So hurry at DraftKings.com right now. Use the code BUZZ, like AFTERBUZZ. So BUZZ, B-U-Z-Z. That's in top.
So easy.
Yes. And play this weekend for free. This weekend's $100,000 fantasy contest. The contest is 100% free. There's no reason not to play. The code is BUZZ. DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com.
Okay, and he dropped the paper, folks.
We're done.
He's
There
done
you
with
go.
that.
Yes, that's it.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, so good. So, yeah. Okay, so back to the show. Back to our regular scheduled programming. So, did you like Corey's little speech, Mama Didn't Raise No Bitch? Where you've been nominated Victor and Paul?
I didn't. I thought it was dumb. I got what he was trying to do, but could have said it literally any other way.
And it was like, Mama didn't raise no bitch. So I'm like, okay. The mom's like thinking, why'd you say that? She probably said, why'd you say that?
No, she wouldn't, because she seemed like a baby robot when she got interviewed. She was like, "We love Corey."
Well, the dog was laying on top. The
him.
huge dog was laying on top of them. It was probably crushing their leg brains
All
or
right,
whatever.
leg brains.
I don't know, their brains in their leg.
The membranes in your legs.
Leg. It was like, oh.
Okay, well, I think we're being really nice to Corey's mom because she still talked like a baby robot, regardless of her
Yes,
leg
she
brains.
did. Yes, she did.
So, no, I think she supports him no matter what, which is good.
Yeah,
like a mother
like
should,
a
I
mother
guess.
should, like a
Unless
mother
you
should.
murder someone. Don't support that.
Yeah, we don't support those kind of things, no. Yeah, so again, Nicole wins it. So again, Corey and Nicole working together, which is a smart way of doing it. That's very smart.
Mm-hmm.
One does one, the other one ensures what's going to happen, and Victor goes home.
Bye, Victor.
Bye, that's it. And like I said, I felt kind of sad. They brought on Derek, season 16 winner, of course, to talk. I mean, Derek was fine his season. I mean, I was never a big fan of his.
Yeah, he was kind of a snooze, but,
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for him.
They
He's a
wasted,
winner.
they wasted my time. I was like, give me more Jury House.
Right. I mean, unless the person that they're bringing back is a really dynamic personality, I don't really care for that whole aspect of it.
Me neither.
It seems like a time filler, which I
Yes.
think was unnecessary this week.
Completely.
There could have been so much more footage of that jury
Oh my
house.
God, I know. Oh my God. And hello, Lauren. Yes, they're saying that it wasn't a big. Bria's saying it wasn't a big move to put up Victor and Paul. It was the only move they had left compared to them. There wasn't like a huge move.
Yeah, I mean, I think it
What do
was
you
a
think?
good move. It was certainly a smart move.
Yeah.
I'm just commenting on the mama didn't raise no bitch.
I know.
line.
It's like,
He could have picked so many things. But, I know he's trying to be sassy. It just doesn't work for him.
Yeah, I know. It didn't work for him at all. It totally didn't work for him. I was like, okay, good night. Then he had the next HOH, which it was just kind of fun. I love these little accelerated weeks sometimes. It was What the Bleep, which is kind of funny.
I love that game.
Oh, I love the because they make things sound like they're dirtier than they are.
I
was
would
like,
have
they're
won.
winning.
I got all the answers right.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
I only got a few. I didn't get all of them. I was like, oh, I remember that one kind of. Oh, I didn't remember all of them. And Nicole and Paul came to a tie. Mm-hmm. So I was like, this is literally where anything can happen. Because it came to a tie, and if one had won and not the other, the game would have been changed.
The whole game would have been different. Mm-hmm.
Been different. And so they did the numbers one, which is always so hard. The numbers one. How many seconds was the total? I'm like, what?
That's where I would have lost.
I would have been 10,005. I mean, I'm like...
Because then Julie's like, you're running out of time. And I would have been like sitting there doing a long division problem. And then at that point, I probably would have guessed something either like ridiculously high or ridiculously low.
Yeah. Really,
So
two.
I had a lot of respect that Paul was actually pretty close. Not too far.
Yeah.
Good at Polly.
Yes.
What are the people saying?
Let's see. Okay, so people agree with the Derek thing that he had. It was hard to judge. Derek had lousy players.
Oh, in his season?
In his season, Derek is good but overrated. He's lucky he was in a house with idiots. He played against one of the worst casts ever. Everybody's going on the whole Derek thing right now. It's so funny. They're going on that one. Nicole kind of deserved it, though, but I don't want her to beat Paul. Ooh, so...
Well, if Paul deserves to win, then he will, right?
Yeah, it says Nicole was a scared woman that James would have won POV and saved Victor, she would go up. Yeah, there's so different combinations. I mean, there's only a few. That's why I said I like this time period because there's only a few left. So, I mean, it's just a numbers game. It's like, who goes up?
Right. And it can be luck. It can be luck sometimes, you know? But we'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Surely, as a player, you'll be thinking, who is the person nobody else is thinking of taking out? I kind of agree with that. You get to look and go, okay, who? Well, I'll be thinking at this point, who on the jury is going to vote for whom? Like, what would you think? Think about who's in the jury right now. How many votes would I get from them versus maybe each person that's with me? I guess I'll be thinking about that right now.
Yeah.
I
think against James, like for either, it's a landslide in the other person's favor.
Ooh, a landslide. Okay, with Natalie being the one who would say, okay.
Because James hasn't played a good game.
Yeah, he hasn't actually at all.
I guess it also depends how people vote, but if they're voting from the perspective of who played, then that. But against Nicole, Paul and Nicole, I'm not sure.
That's a good question, actually. Yeah, it's true. You guys are bringing up, because you said Derek was kind of bringing somebody back, Evil Dick, which I love him.
I loved Evil Dick.
And he's actually on Twitter always tweeting. He's tweeting about Big Brother. He's like, he has the funniest things on there. He's like really breaking down the game.
Is he okay? I thought he was sick.
Yeah, I thought he was too. He has some stuff going on too, but he's on Twitter. I follow him on Twitter. And so, yeah, I agree with you guys. Bring him on.
He was an explosive personality type.
Yes, he was.
Oh my
gosh. He was very explosive. But I kind of liked him in some weird way. I wonder if James thinks he deserves to win. LOL.
Evil Dick.
I know, Evil Dick. You mentioned it's really. He'd be fun to watch. He'd be fun to watch. I wonder if James thinks he deserves to. I feel like you guys think James is even playing the game. Like, is he just visiting?
No,
or like, what's going on?
I'm so sick of him.
I'm just like, I don't get.
I think he does probably think he deserves to win. If not the game, I think he just thinks he deserves to win something. A lot of people were saying he's not even going for the win. He's going for America's favorite player.
Yeah, but why would you
how do you really go for that?
Yeah, right.
Just be awesome all the time? Is that what he thinks he's doing? He's like, I'm going to be awesome today when I wake up.
Yeah, I don't get it. Banking says every jury should base their vote on who had the best strategy.
I 100% agree, but I don't think that they always do.
No, I think they always do. No one's going to vote for Nicole because no one likes her.
I think Day will vote for her, and Corey will.
Again, it depends on who she's against. I'm like, she's against James, yes. I think Nicole would win against James, yes. But Paul, I just wonder. I just think Paul's going to win. I think they're all going to just say, here you go. I mean...
You think?
Didn't Day and Paul get along for a while, a little bit? In the beginning?
I think Day and Paul got along, but also she has never mentioned him in her juries.
She hasn't.
In her jury interviews. She's always brought up Nicole, and she's like, gotta give it to her.
Yeah.
You know? And out of the two of them, though, who has been duped more? Paul. Nicole has been in absolute control this whole game.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can actually argue, and I didn't see it till recently, but I don't know how you can argue that anyone played better than her.
Derek thinks Pauline and Zakia will vote for Nicole. They were on the same way. Pauline and were on the same side for a long time.
I mean, and you could argue. I take that back. You could argue that Paul played better than Nicole, but she has been in control the whole time. They're
saying James has more friends than Paul.
Yeah, but he's not played a good game.
I know. And you guys were earlier saying how you guys were against James in here, so I'm wondering. Again, I feel like it's one of those things.
I'm sure James does because he's ruffled less feathers because he hasn't been playing.
No, I agree. No, I agree with you. I don't think it's.
So it just depends if these people are voting on facts or feelings.
Bria says what you said. Okay, but what has James done to win BB? It isn't all gameplay. I agree. It's not, Joseph, I agree with you, Joseph. It's not all gameplay. It's like it's this weird because you're dealing with regular people also. Mm-hmm. Emotions always come into play on some level on these games. And you run a game show, I'm sure you know what I mean. Emotions play a part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just separate that, obviously, but I mean, who knows? I'm sure it's a little bit of I liked you or you did this to me, and then.
Right.
Yes. You
would hope that they can separate themselves, but at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want. They're free agents.
Yeah. God, it seems like, I mean, it's a lot of money to give somebody. And if you're going to take your whole summer off to do this, I would think you play your ass off. Do everything you can to win. That you would strategize, work hard, try to win the comps, whatever to win. I mean, I just don't know. And you guys just seem like you kind of agree with us. The same thing. Good point, Lauren. To say, Lauren, just like sometimes James is an easier beat than Nicole, though. She's been in an alliance that the guys do everything. That's Nicole. Definitely, in all honesty, I think whoever wins final HOH will take James with them and win the game. So that's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph thinks it's the weird edits James. 1 minute he will win, the next he won't. He cried when he got HOH.
So what?
Yeah.
I mean, does that mean he played a good game because he cried? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be insensitive.
Right.
But
Paul,
what does that do? Like, does that mean he cares? Okay, that does mean he cares, I guess.
I guess.
So that's good.
Okay, I guess. Paul went from the bottom of the totem pole. Now he's in the final 3. He deserves to win. I just love that Paul has more supporters these days. I just love that. Again, you never know in the season who you're gonna vote for, who you're gonna like. Mm-hmm. You just never know. You can totally turn around.
Anything can happen.
I love that song. Yes, I know that song.
Yeah, but really expect the unexpected.
No, seriously. Mm-hmm. And so we got the final 3, and then next week basically that's it. I mean, we're gonna see what happens, and I guess should we do our predictions of who the final 2 is gonna be? We'll do it. Final 2.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV
predictions. Okay, Lauren, you gotta make a prediction of final 2 and stick to it.
All right. Well, I think that it will most likely be James in the final 2.
I do too.
So James will be 1 because he's the smarter candidate out of Nicole and Paul to take. And honestly, could be anyone's game.
You gotta make a prediction.
Fine. Paul. I don't know. Paul or Nicole. We'll see. Go ahead, James.
I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna be a committed person. I'm gonna say Paul and James. I agree with you. They're gonna bring James to the final 2 because it's gonna be easy to win. I think a Paul Nicole may split it in half. It may split. I mean, who knows? I think it's too risky for either of them to bring them to the final 2. So I'm gonna say Paul and James with Paul winning. That's gonna be I'm sticking to that prediction.
You know, I saw a visual when you asked me. A visual flashed into my mind of Paul. Mm-hmm. So I think that was like the sign that was the right choice.
Yeah.
So I agree with you, but then I'm like, it could be Nicole.
Nicole could get it too, but I'm just for prediction's sake, I'm going to stick with Paul. But no, Nicole completely can do it. In here, people are saying Paul and James, final 2, Paul wins. I'm going to say Paul James, Paul wins 5-4. They're saying a close. Joseph was saying a close.
Who else would vote for James besides Natalie?
Yeah, you guys tell me. Who do you? That's really interesting, Joseph. I know you watched this game
very closely. Yeah.
So why do you think people are saying Paul? But I'm curious about the 5-4 ratio. That's really close. You're saying it's going to be almost split. So who's going to vote for James? Maybe Michelle and Bridget.
Maybe, but why?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, that's really
because they like him.
Yeah, it's like Paul wins HOH. James Nicole nice like he comp beast. Paul will split the money with Pablo.
I think they'd be okay with that.
Yeah. Nicole will win if James is there with her. Well, no, we agree with that. As you said, anybody takes James, they're going to win. Yeah. That's our prediction.
That's why you take James.
Yeah, take James.
Oh, that sucks, though. Like,
I know.
He doesn't deserve it.
He doesn't. I mean, it's just, and that's this game, just like life. Okay, so Derek Mack says, Michelle, Bridget, Nicole, and Corey might vote James besides Natalie.
Wait. Bridget, Nicole.
Michelle, Bridget, Nicole, and Corey.
Oh.
And Natalie. They would all vote James.
Right, Corey. I was forgetting about Corey. All right, fair.
And Joseph says,
and Corey's not like someone who probably cares as much about strategy. So.
Probably doesn't, yeah. And Joseph says, to answer your question, I think the jurors will recognize that James did a good job at making it to final 2, though some voters for Paul would be that Karma's a bitch because James is a vet. James was kind of a floater. Everyone's like James did nothing this year. Like, what if James was? Oh, let's say, what if James was HOH? Like, that could happen.
Well, it won't change anything.
Oh, I'll take one of the other. Yeah, take one of the other. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So I guess if the rumor was true that him and Nicole had a final 2, he'd take her.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, right. We'll find out if James really have a deal with her. He takes Nicole. That's all your stuff.
One more thing before
Yes,
we go. I
please
love
do.
the drawings that they were making.
Oh, I know. It's the snake.
They're actually really good. I wonder if those were real.
Yeah, I wanted to. The snake,
Nicole
Nicole.
Snake.
The Nicole.
Nicole. I didn't know that was such a big thing.
Well, you know the big thing is they got that off of the new wine painting kind of parties you go to now.
Right.
They give you a thing to paint. You all paint the same thing, kind of. I was like,
I just
that
mean
looks
this
familiar.
Nicole thing. Like,
Nicole.
it seemed like it was kind of an inside joke, and I was like, when did that come? Like, I know she's called her a snake a lot, but I never heard that.
Must be in the again. Should have jury house footage.
Jury jokes. Hashtag jury jokes.
You know, we should have that. I'm like, come on. You know, Devon likes James too. Actually,
she does, but
yeah,
I would hope Day would vote more with
strategy.
her intelligence.
Her intelligence. I would hope so. She would
versus her
too.
heart.
What about Meech? Because she stole Paul's pelican. You stole Paul. She took, the hashtag jury jokes you were up there. we want more jury house. Next season, we want more jury house. And also, folks, one thing I will address that people have been asking us, and we haven't really decided or anything yet.
Yeah.
The new online one.
I don't think I'm gonna do it.
I'm not gonna be able to do it either. Just my life in the fall gets a little crazy, and I'm not gonna be able to do it. But for sure, we'll be back next season next year.
Absolutely.
But I don't think we're gonna be able to do this fall this time. But you could tweet us, and I'll probably watch some of it.
What
if I
we
can.
could do, and we're literally just talking about this for the first time right now.
Yeah, exactly.
We could maybe do like a monthly. But we couldn't do a really recap. It would just be a talk about what went down.
Yeah.
But it's too much to do once a week.
Yeah.
3 hours of content a week again, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we can do it. It's kind of hashtag jury jokes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out myself if I'm going to watch it or not. I've watched every single season. I know it's just half a season. It's half everything. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Half interest from us, too.
Yes. That's good. I like that. It's very good.
It sounds more like Big Brother under the top, but I think we've already made that joke.
Yeah,
but
that's what Johnny said. I love
just...
that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And so I know you guys are like, oh, like I know.
We'll see what happens, guys.
Just stay tuned.
Expect the unexpected. Since we've made you expect this, maybe we will do it.
Yeah, which actually is true. You never know. You have our Twitter handles, which I'll have her tell you again before we go out.
We don't want to disappoint you.
Yes, we don't.
We want to keep the conversation going.
Yes, we do. We love you guys.
But we'll see. Maybe we can find a way to do it, but we're just going to have to put a pin in it for now.
Yeah, a pin. I like that. A pin in it.
See what happens.
Yes. Tweet about the mess of it all. Exactly. We'll still tweet. I'll still tweet stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That would happen.
Twitter's still available.
So, Lauren LoGrasso, where can they find you?
They can find me at Lauren LoGrasso on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm also doing a show. If you're in the LA area, I'm doing a show this Wednesday. I know it's during Big Brother, but it's at 8:30 on Wednesday at Now Boarding on Santa Monica Boulevard in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
So come on down. It's a free show. It's going to be amazing, and I promise to bring the fire, and I hope you bring yourself.
She is amazing. You need to see her live. I've seen her live.
Thanks,
You're really good. You can follow me at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms, and please do so because next week is my 1 year anniversary here on AfterBuzz TV for my show GH Reports.
Woo!
My baby I brought here. I have 5 special guests coming on the show from General Hospital. So if you're a fan, you're going to want to tune in.
Anyone from Port Charles?
Yes,
the spinoff.
No, they're not coming on.
I love that show.
I do too. Then also, my 2 new series are coming out soon, very, very soon. So follow me. The Really Quick James Lott Jr. Show, which is a web series I put together, and Cameron and the Lot. Me and Cameron Lewis, who's another host here, have our own podcast. It's coming out. We just recorded it last night. So stay tuned for all that kind of stuff and follow me on my social media.
And your radio show.
And my radio show, the Super Organizer Show with James Lott Jr. I gave great tips this morning. So you go to iHeartRadio, Stitcher, iTunes. You can find it. It's great stuff. So.
Okay, I'm going to do it.
Perfect.
I need some tips.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
But first, see you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.